that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
You ain't going to burn me.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. Mayfield took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now Cobb to return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 13-yard line.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
1 yard.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
Parkey adds the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good. And
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Marvin Hall returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 27, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
to throw, Mayfield.
48-yard line.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return comes Cobb. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson off play action. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Texans.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 21. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. With a former All-Pro, this is David Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Browns 2-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Mayfield's
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 53-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the red zone now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
That's a lead that excites a team. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard